experience, Johnny, last weekend coming off the bench?
Yeah, of course. It's not something I've done in a long time with Ireland. So I needed a bit of getting used to. Running the Australian plays all last week, and then it's a different type of. It's almost like a different type of game when you're on the bench. You've got a lot of nervous energy, and you're trying to figure out what moves we've played, and so you can play something different when you come on. So you're sort of sitting there scratching moves off, but yeah, not something I've been used to with Ireland. I've done it a couple of times with Leinster, but that's why you start. It's all about starting really for everyone really. You want to get that starting place.
You obviously came on not 9-8. How did you feel the next 20 minutes unfolded? What were the frustrations for you in that period?
Look, there's lots of frustrations. I think there was frustrations for us for the whole game. I think obviously you guys will look at the last 20 minutes and say, oh, Ireland lost the last 20, so you blame, but that's not really how it works in our environment. We look at all the moments throughout the game, and there was times when the subs came on that we created good opportunities. We didn't quite take them. There's other times where we lost a moment here or there that we would obviously be expected from the management team to do a bit better. But as a whole, we're disappointed with our level of performance throughout the 80.
How big a challenge is it for the group having not been in this position very often over the last 12 games? Obviously, how big a challenge to respond?
Yeah, it's a good chance. I think you learn a lot when you lose. We try and learn through winning. I think something that we did quite well through the Six Nations was we improved, even though we were winning, which is a sign of a good team. And now we got to bounce back. We've got to show a reaction, and we've got to perform a hell of a lot better than we did last week.
Do you think anything from this time last year being in a similar position, coming back on 11 series and so?
I actually didn't think of that comparison, but I was on the bench for that first game as well. I think if you lose a game, you can look back and say, right, if we play as well as we can and we do everything we can, you can live with it to a certain extent. But there's parts of the game that we look back on and say we didn't quite do that good enough. And look, we could go out and play absolutely brilliant this week and still not get the right result because we're in Australia. We're playing against a very good team with very good players, and that's the nature of coming down at the end of the season and playing tests in here. But at least let's play our best and see where that gets us.
A lot of young guys in that dressing room, and Bundy as well, who have never lost a game before Saturday. Are you confident they'll be able to respond well to it? It's a different scenario. Maybe it's a little bit of more bad news around the place, a little bit harsher talks and the kind of reviews and all that sort of stuff.
The reviews are always the same. We are very performance driven. Even when we win, there's times where we've won in the recent past where the coaches haven't been happy with what we've done. Even when we're winning through the Six Nations and we're conceding tries in the last 15-20 minutes and Faz isn't happy, or there's other parts of the game where different coaches aren't happy. So we are very performance driven, and I think if we had sneaked a win on Saturday, the review would have still been the same.
How did you assess the style of the Australian, the physical nature?
Yeah, we expected it. I think any team that play under Michael Cheika will bring that, and we spoke about that, and we know him better than anyone really. So we knew it was coming. Probably didn't deal with it as good as we could have in terms of like allowing them to come out of the line and hit us like we did, but we'll learn from it, and I'm sure they'll bring the same intensity this week. Michael is a pretty relentless character, and he will demand the same of them this week.
Is it important to actually deal with those big players front on, like for example the restarts early on to Israel, rather than trying to avoid them anymore? Is it important to go after their strengths?
It's all outcome based, isn't it? If you go after and you win, it's brilliant. If you don't, well then you look silly. So again, it's all our decisions are outcome based. It's from your guys' point of view, we have a plan and we go out and do it, and sometimes it comes off, and we've been lucky over the last couple of years that it's come off the majority of the time. But I don't think we implemented our plan as the coaches would have liked, and that's the disappointing thing.